Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Gamers podcast. You can't teach an old gamer new tricks. I'm Ryan, and with me, as always, my good buddy Rob.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hey, Guy.
Hey.
Happy National Video Games Day.
Happy National Video Game Day. It's about time we got a... Did you get me a card, Rob? I got you a card.
Yes.
I forgot to drop it off at your house.
Yeah. Me too. It was.
I'll just save it for next year. How about that?
It was a gift card for Toys and Wheels.
Oh.
Should be here 15 years ago.
See, I got you a Thompson Toys
Nice
gift card.
Nice.
So, yeah, both very, very timely gift cards that we got each other.
Some gift cards for Robin's Donuts.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, so it's Happy National Video Game Day. I'm not sure what sort of festivities happen, but it's just whatever you do for yourself, eh?
That's right. When you're a video gamer, every day is a holiday.
It's true. Well, in celebration of National Video Game Day, if you listen to our podcast here and you drop us an email at makeusgrumpy@gmail.com, I got some Steam codes I can send you. And, there's some not bad games. I do.
That's right.
I really do.
That's right. We actually got someone just before the show.
Yeah.
Emailed asking for a code.
I saw that. Yeah. We'll have
Told him to get lost.
Yeah. Told him too late. You had 10 minutes to do it from the post. No, I didn't say that.
No.
Not mean like that. Well, since we're kind of technically in housekeeping, we kind of combined our little housekeeping and general banter together there. I'll just quickly do our other weekly thing that we do, and that's announcing that Buzzsprout still allows us to be an affiliate of theirs, even though Rob dances like that.
It's because I dance like that. It's
because you dance like that. That's right. So yeah, if you have any interest in trying out this podcasting stuff, just head on over to their website, set up an account, and sign up for 1 month. And if you go through the link that's below all of our, wherever the podcast is posted, be it the audio, the video version, whichever, there's a link there that says under the Support the Grumpy Old Gamers. You click on that, you can go register, and if you sign up for 1 month, they will send you a $20 Amazon gift card. Now, depending on what package you sign up for, that could almost cover 2 months. If you go with the lowest package, that could cover you 2 months worth. Just saying. You could try out this podcasting thing for 2 whole months, or
that's right.
Or don't put it towards that. Go buy yourself something pretty on Amazon. Get a nice tiara. I'm sure they have a $20 tiara. And then you only got to spend $15 more to get free shipping. So
it's not bad. Or you can order 30 of them from Wish. If you can wait 6 to 8 months.
If you can wait up to 6 months, yes. But yes, Buzzsprout. They've been treating us good, and they'll treat you good too. Let's keep this train rolling.
They sure will. Yeah.
They sure will. Let's keep this train rolling, Rob. We got a little bit to talk about today.
We sure do.
There's been some directs and other little bits of news. But we're going to start off with one that's close to Rob's heart and something he likes to report on and he loves to talk about because
sure do.
It doesn't make him cry himself to sleep on a nightly basis.
Well, I'm crying right now.
Rob, why don't you take it away?
So at the end of the month of last month, so August 30th, all of us Amico supporters got a letter from Mr. Phil Adams, CEO of Intellivision, which he should probably take off his business cards because It's not really worth anything anymore. But with the latest State of the Union for the system that was supposed to be out 2.5 years ago. So basically, here's some updates. So I'll give you the Cole's notes because everyone's tired of hearing this. But one of the goals of the primary small pilot run was to uncover any issues in the production pipeline before starting a larger production run. They caught one significant problem. There's a problem with provisioning the console on the production line, unique identifier security keys. So basically, when they said they had some ready and they were production units, like when they showed the unboxing, that was a crock because obviously it didn't work at all. And the big thing, which a lot of people are reporting, is that all of the exclusive games that they were touting before, they've changed their tune on it because they're just trying to make enough money to somehow release something. So they've now given up some of their exclusive games. There's they signed a licensing deal with BBG Entertainment, Gamumba, GmbH. They said they're very pleased to have licensed 4 Amico games and the original game versions from Intellivision. For the past 3 years, we've been working with Intellivision on the development of our games Dynablaster and Brain Duel. So they're looking forward to offering the 4 licensed Amico games and original Intellivision versions on other platforms soon. So all of these games that you needed to get an Amico for slowly fading away.
Yeah.
They have another partnership deal that they ensure 2 of our most anticipated IPs will be available across multiple platforms as well as Amico. They're announcing that later. We're doing everything we can to make sure we have a stable system before starting production. And signed. So no dates or anything yet. Just
right. Yeah.
Here's some more stuff, just enough to keep you from suing us. Phil Adam, CEO.
So does this give you any hope, Rob?
No.
Not at all? Yeah.
I mean, the only thing you get out of it is that there might be a way to play some of these games, at least on systems that are available.
Right.
Maybe on the Evercade, which...
So yeah, we'll jump to that one now. It's something that doesn't make you so sad, talking about the Evercade.
Yeah. So the next thing they announced, and there's been some mixed feelings about this, is that the new Capcom, below the lead of the story there.
Yeah.
The new Evercade EXP, which is the kind of like the Evercade S or the Evercade Plus, going to have an IPS screen, allow you to go Tate mode, which is vertical, so you can play the shooters and all like that. They announced that they're going to have some built-in they got to deal with Capcom to do built-in games only on that system. So, I mean, I was pre-ordering one anyway, which I did. But the games that are going to come with it, it's actually quite a list. Like, it would have been like 3 or 4 cartridges if they were doing it. But
right.
The full game list is 1942 and 1943, the arcade versions. 1944, the Loop Master arcade version. Bionic Commando arcade version, which, yeah, it's cool it's there, I suppose. It's Captain Commando arcade version. That's a beat 'em up there.
Yeah.
Commando, like the arcade version.
Yeah.
Actually, these are gonna be arcade versions until I say otherwise. So
maybe that's
there's a lot more arcades. Yeah. Final Fight, which, is a great game. Forgotten Worlds, Ghouls and Ghosts, Legendary Wings, which is another Tate game. Mercs, which is another Tate game. Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, which, I mean, sure, it's got to be Street Fighter and everything nowadays. The arcade version of Strider, which is pretty darn cool. Vulgus, which I think is a shooter. And then they got some console games, but they got Mega Man and Mega Man 2 from the NES, Mega Man X from the SNES, and Breath of Fire, which was a RPG game.
All right.
And that's that is all going to be included with the game right out of the box.
Right.
So quite the compilation. I'm pretty excited about being able to play it on there, but honestly, almost a little bit dirty. And I don't know how I feel quite about that because there is for all the people who've been supporting the Evercade for a long time and don't want to get another Plus system, where it's like the iPhone 13 Plus, like, or the S. It's like not quite the next version, but the uh, the premium version of it.
Yeah, the upgraded
The,
current version. Yeah.
yeah, there's no way for them to get this. They're not planning on releasing this on cartridge,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a little bit of a downer. Um, but overall, the Evercade still got a lot of it's got a lot of leeway with me because for 199 Canadian dollars, which is dollar 150 American, I think, something like that. You get a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's a good deal, right? It's like half the price of an Amico, half the price of a Switch,
half the price of the Switch.
half the price of one controller for the PlayStation.
Right. So
Yeah.
you can totally play all your existing cartridges on
Yep.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. You bet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. No, it'll be a new way of kind of seeing it. The IPS screen looks pretty good. I believe it's USB-C charging finally, which, yay. Other one was a mini, which that I've got like one mini USB cable kicking around just for that.
Right.
But yeah, a little bit of a downer, but you know what? Evercade gets a little bit of leeway because they do a lot of good for that little bit. So
Yeah. No,
yeah,
they're a perfect company to support. I mean,
that's right.
this is like of all the stuff they've put out, this is kind of the first kind of questionable one.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. You can look at it as questionable, or you can look at it as um, uh, like a present to the supporters, the people who support them
Mm-hmm.
greatly, right? So people like you,
People like me. Just waiting for the Intellivision supporter
right?
package. Should
Yeah.
come any day now. Uh,
Well, moving right along here. As Sony has been tending to do lately, they dropped some news one day that they're gonna have their own Pro controller for the PS5, and it's being called the DualSense Edge.
you'll
Uh,
pay for the whole controller, but you'll only need the
you'll
edge.
only need the Edge, and it's got the kind of typical stuff you expect in a premium controller. It's got mappable back buttons plus two swappable sets, so the way they're laid out can be changed with either set of back buttons. And of course, you can program those to be whatever button you want them to be. There's changeable stick caps, so you can change the length of
Hmm.
on the analog sticks. You can adjust the trigger lengths, so you can slide. They can come a little further or not.
Okay.
The big one that caught my attention though is it has replaceable analog sticks in it.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, which which I thought was that's a pretty big deal. Like a lot of these premium ones, they let you change the caps and stuff, but you still can't swap that stick. But maybe this is them acknowledging the fact that they've had some drift issues with their analog sticks. Uh,
Right, right. Well, that would be, yeah, that would be novel for a console creator to admit there's drifts.
yeah,
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Uh,
And of course, it's going to be fully programmable. You can remap your buttons wherever you like, that sort of thing. So, And to respond, Xbox announced that they're releasing a simpler, cheaper version of their Elite controller, and what they're doing is they're all the things that they included in the full package before. Basically, you buy what you want now. So if you want the back paddles, you buy those separate, or if you want, the weights, you buy those separate, or the different, you know, you actually, instead of getting all that stuff, then maybe you only use like one thing out of it. You just
Okay.
buy the thing that you want. So interesting, very
Mm-hmm.
interesting. And what else do we got here? Oh, so um, the Jim Ryan and oh my goodness, his name is slipping my mind right now. Phil Spencer um,
Yes.
have been kind of publicly duking it out over some statements that Phil Spencer made about Call of Duty being available on PlayStation. And he said that there's no plans to make it a console exclusive immediately.
Yeah.
And they gave him, and well, actually, what he said is it will at least remain multi platform for at least several more years.
Oh. Okay.
So, but when these statements came out and when Jim Ryan kind of was like hitting back, like saying that's unacceptable. I saw some other articles like 40% of people who play Call of Duty right now are PlayStation players,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like 30% Xbox and 20% I don't like 20% on PC, like, or maybe no, PC was higher than Xbox, but the point
Hmm.
is that the majority of people play it on PlayStation, and like I don't think Microsoft's dumb enough to leave that money, you know, like on
Hmm.
the table like that, because people are gonna buy people are gonna buy PlayStations no matter what. We've seen that
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not going away.
time and again,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of our news is North American skewed, where the rivalry seems a lot thicker here with Xbox and PlayStation, but in other parts of the world, it's not. It's just PlayStation. Like PlayStation
Mm-hmm.
is the deal out there. So it'll be interesting to see again what happens here in the coming years, especially if the Blizzard Activision deal finally goes through. What else we got here? Oh, so Tencent has been opening their piggy bank. They first off they went. I don't know if they went in with Sony or it just kind of happened at the same time, but Sony and Tencent acquired some major holdings in From Software to I guess inject them with some money to help with game production. So Sony got 14.9% and Tencent got 16.25. So that's they're major stakeholders now in From Software, and it's to, like I said, to inject some money to get them producing more games because they only seem to put a game out every
Yeah.
5 years or something. So
Yeah. They need to adapt the Activision EA
mm-hmm.
version of game production where you change the number on the front. What else did you do? Different font?
Different font, change the
Different
picture.
font. Yep. This last year was Madden. This year it was Tim Tebow. I don't know. I don't really watch football. Shouldn't have picked football.
Should have picked football.
Nope.
So then that was 2 weeks ago that happened, and then last week, Tencent bought a 49.9% stake in the Gimo Brothers Limited, which is the company that Ubisoft is under their umbrella.
Ella.
So they're a pretty major stakeholder in Ubisoft now. Yeah, they had a 4.5% stake before, but they've upped that to 49 now. They will provide additional money for game development. So they're really doubling down on Ubisoft. I mean, Ubisoft's kind of like one of the last big ones out there that hasn't been scooped up. So
yeah, it's all going to be owned by one or two companies here shortly. It'll
Yeah.
be Disney or...
Oh, we're gonna get to that in a little bit here too. But first, Rob.
I gotta take a whiz.
Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
That's a Ren and Stimpy reference. Anyway, if anyone remembers them. No one? All right.
Who?
Uh,
So Ubisoft, after the news came out, they had a forward scheduled last Friday. Ubisoft Forward. That's their direct.
you could
And
say they were being forward thinking.
they were being forward thinking about all this.
You could say that.
So they announced some new things. They showed some more footage of Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. And it came out after, I don't know, I didn't get a chance to actually watch the presentation, but it seemed like the news was announced after. They've already announced that one of the DLC for the Mario and Rabbids is going to be a Rayman a DLC. So that's kind of exciting. I mean, that's where the Rabbids started anyways, right?
Right. Everyone forgets that.
Yeah, they're a part of the Rayman franchise.
Just like everyone forgets that the first Rayman game was on the Atari Jaguar.
Oh. Wow.
Just that you don't get trivia on the show anymore.
Yeah. Look at this knowledge we're dropping.
That won't help anyone with anything, but you
Yeah.
can tell your friends. I heard it on the Grumpy Old Gamers.
Yeah. So, they also showed some more gameplay of Skull and Crossbones, and I mean, that's coming out here right away. In the next month or two here. Finally, after years of development.
Yep.
They showed off some of the Season 4 update for Riders Republic. Which was
It's a game.
Yeah. They showed some of the new season of Division 2. Which
Also a game.
But they also talked about the sequel to the Division, Heartland. So it kind of take, like the Division games have been kind of traditionally in cities. This takes it out to little smaller towns, the Heartland, as they're saying. And that's actually going to be coming out here early 2023. So I'm kind of excited for that. I actually really enjoy the Division games. They also showed some of their Division mobile game. Yeah. This mobile gaming thing's really taken off, Rob.
Sure is. Nothing but success.
Because right after they showed that, they showed Rainbow Six Mobile.
You've all got a phone, don't you?
So, they also announced a partnership with Netflix. So not only is Netflix going to make some TV shows about their stuff, but they're also going to be the exclusive holders of some video games. Like, they announced Valiant Hearts 2 is going to be exclusive to the Netflix gaming platform.
Okay.
Yeah. So...
And a game called Mighty Quest.
Mighty... Oh, yeah. Sorry, I misread that. I thought they were talking about the Mythic Quest show, but that Mythic Quest show's on Apple, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Yep.
is a comedy about video game development on Apple.
Insert joke here. From a company that doesn't know how to make a video game.
Oh, it's
Releasing
saying...
a comedy about video game developing.
It's also saying here that the Assassin's Creed mobile game will end up on the Netflix platform as well. Uh-huh.
Wahoo!
They showed off some of Trackmania coming to console. It's a crazy cross-platform racer.
Right. I really thought this was out already.
I did too, but apparently not.
Yeah.
Now, is Rocksmith Plus out? Or is that coming still?
I'm not even sure.
I think it's out. Because don't you use your phone instead of like any dongles or anything hooked up to a computer or console?
Let's take a look.
Yeah. Well, Rob's looking up for that. They also announced, of course, their next edition of Just Dance, 2023.
Just Dance.
Just Dance. It's going to have a new UI, new characters, and of course, new songs to dance to.
And it will not be out on the Wii this year.
No, there will be no Wii or Wii U port.
Is this, Oh. If you owned Rocksmith 2014, get 3 months free of Rocksmith Plus.
Oh.
Okay. Subscribe now. Yeah, it's a subscription service. Right.
Yeah.
It sure looks like it's out already.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's funny, I haven't heard nothing about it.
Yeah. Because Ubisoft.
Right? Well...
And that was it. There was no other Ubisoft news. All right, next level.
No.
Yeah.
They also acknowledged it's been 15 years since the first Assassin's Creed came out, and boy, did they have some Assassin's Creed news.
It was just a little bit.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
So they started off with Assassin's Creed Mirage, which had kind of leaked already, but you know. They kind of made it official, and apparently he's a character that appears in Valhalla, but gets his own name. It gets his own game this time, and this happens in Baghdad, apparently 9th century Baghdad. They also released a Assassin's Creed documentary. It's available online for free. They announced Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the last chapter, which is going to be free DLC, kind of wrapping up the story of Ivor. They announced something that people... oh no, this isn't the one. This is Assassin's Creed codename Jade will be a mobile, and it's going to happen in China.
Because every Ubisoft game now is going to have a mobile game.
Pretty much.
Because they like money.
They do. They talked a bit about the Assassin's Creed Netflix show, the actual TV show. Um, they announced Assassin's Creed codename Red, which I don't imagine will be the final name, but
A new flavor of Mountain Dew.
new flavor of Mountain Dew. It's going to be Assassin's Creed in Japan, which I guess people have been clamoring for. And they also announced Assassin's Creed codename Hex, which looks like kind of a spooky magic-based one. Ooh. And then they also announced Assassin's Creed Infinity, which looks like it's going to be like, what did they compare it to? It's like the Master Chief Collection, the Halo Master Chief Collection. It's like an app that you launch that has all the games in it, and then you just click on them from there. And like all your achievements and everything go towards stuff in that game. So really something for Assassin's Creed fans. Yeah. But it was long speculated that Assassin's Creed Infinity was going to be like their game as service, like an online, like doing like the Destiny 2 or Apex Legends type thing, like have maps, have season passes, whatever they're going to do like that, right?
All the kids nowadays doing the season passes.
Absolutely. So not to be outdone, Disney this past weekend was their big D23 event, and it was mostly focused on their movies and television stuff, but they actually had time to sneak in their own video game event, their own like video game direct, and
which I affectionately called the I forgot Disney owned that franchise game showcase.
Right?
It's like, oh, really? Right. They own that too.
That's exactly what it was, right?
Yeah.
So, what did they show here? Well, they actually announced that Marvel's Midnight Suns was getting pulled up because it was supposed to be to early 2023, but it's actually coming out on December 2nd now, which is good news. They showed some more gameplay of that, and I'm pretty stoked for this one. It's like, from the XCOM studio, so it's going to be another kind of turn-based, like, strategy type game like that. I'm totally in.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
They showed some footage of Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, which is a Pandora-based shooter. Then they had Avatar: Reckoning, which is I believe that's the Ubisoft game. Yes, it is, and that's the big MMORPG that they're putting together. They announced the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga Galactic Edition, and that's introducing 30 new playable characters to that game. They talked about Marvel Snap, which is going to be basically Hearthstone.
Yeah, but Hearthstone with Marvel characters.
With Marvel characters. And like the developers of it are actually a bunch of ex-Hearthstone employees or people or Hearthstone developers. So
yeah.
What else did they show? Oh, they show Illusion Island, which is going to be a Switch exclusive. And just like a kind of action platformer type game with up to 4 players. So that looked fun.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it could be really good.
So they... Also, I'm not sure, why do you think they showed Return to Monkey Island? Or is it still under LucasArts?
It's still under LucasArts.
It is, hey? Okay, then that's why. So they showed more Return to Monkey Island?
Yep, which I'm still excited about it. Screw all you haters. It's still going to be an amazing game. I'm probably going to see it in my top 5 of the year if it comes out this year. It's still supposed to be September 19th.
Oh, like next week. Oh yeah, it's coming out. They're not going to cancel it the week before. Right? Right?
Yeah. No chance.
Uh, what else did they talk about? Oh, they showed some of the expansion, uh, or an expansion coming to Dreamlight Valley, which they just released like last
They just
week.
released the game.
Like, but
Disney's like, make the money,
yeah,
make the money.
the expansion's going to be a Toy Story DLC for it. This game's getting some good reviews. Like if
It
you like
is, yeah.
if you like like the Animal Crossing kind of gaming loop, like this seems like a game for you. What else did they talk about here? Disney Speedstorm, which is going to be their racing game.
Yep, sure is.
That's not out already, right?
I don't think so.
No, not yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be Mickey Mouse and Tokyo drifting around corners. Kart
Um,
like game.
they also showed Disney Mirrorverse, which is going to be a mobile RPG game. Uh huh. Um,
Yep.
they, so they showed some stuff of Marvel Strike Force. So there must be some
Yeah.
new stuff coming out for this game, which was out in 2018.
It's been out for a while, that's for sure.
And then so they showed off a new game coming from Amy Hennig, who was the writer of the Uncharted series. And they didn't have a name for it yet, but it's gonna have Captain America and Black Panther, but in like World War II.
Yeah.
And so it's gonna be an action adventure game set during that time period. So it's not gonna be the current like Black Panther. It'll be the great grandfather sort of thing, right?
Right.
They showed some Alien Dark Descent, which is that real time strategy.
Yep. This was another game where I was like, oh right, Disney owns that.
Yeah, it's under Fox now.
Because it's under Fox, yeah.
And they're just I can't think of the Niantic. They just won't stop trying to skin games on that old Pokemon Go system they got set up. So the Marvel World of Heroes is coming, which is going to be, like I mentioned, it's going to be like a Pokemon Go type game in the real world.
One of those AR ones, right? Where they...
Yeah. So, yeah.
They keep trying to catch that lightning in a bottle that Pokemon Go was, right?
They do. They really do. And last up, they have a new Tron game coming, where you play like a detective in the Tron world. Is actually the premise of this game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, apparently it's a visual novel, so like a click adventure.
Yeah, the old David Cage special.
Yes. So.
And yeah, that's Marvel ruining all your favorite IPs. I mean, no,
Disney.
not
Disney.
Right. Disney ruining all your favorite IPs.
Yes, they are.
I mean, some of those could be good. I mean, just by law of averages, some of those games have to not suck, right? Like, I mean, Midnight Sun looks pretty good.
I think they've learned. I think they've learned quite a bit after the Avengers debacle. So, we'll see.
We'll see.
So I just wanted to mention it's the 20th birthday or anniversary of Battlefield this month. And I know you haven't played it a whole heck of a lot.
No.
But I just wanted to share. So I remember the first time I played Battlefield 1942. And what it was a friend of mine was having a LAN party. and someone brought a copy of it, of the demo, which was just Wake Island. Just that was the only map available at the time. And we loaded it up on all the computers, and we just started playing at like 7 p.m. And the next thing we knew, it was 7 a.m. And we just never experienced a shooter where it felt so chaotic. You know, where you could hop into vehicles and, like, you know, be the one man, you know, flying a bomber, you know, or something to just, you know, go crash that bomber into and kill as many people as you could, like, of the enemy. Or I'm pretty sure the servers on the demo too were pretty small. Like, I'm pretty sure it was 10v10 or something. It was
Sure, yeah.
compared to what they eventually got up to. So, but yeah, it's been around for 20 years, and that makes me feel hecka old, Rob.
Happy birthday, Battlefield.
Happy birthday, Battlefield. If only you could. So, it's not their 20th birthday, it's their 5th. I don't know, because they've got the worst naming convention.
I got you. It's
Happy 5A birthday.
Happy 5A birthday. It's Battlefield 1, 14, 1942, 7,
Yeah.
110. Battlefield.
So, just this afternoon, Rob, we also got some news that there's going to be a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. We're going to definitely report on that next week. This should be a big one, because they haven't had an actual Nintendo Direct in quite some time. And they never did one around the Summer Games there, or Summer Game Fest.
Yep.
And then, so actually that announcement came out this morning. And then this afternoon, Sony announced that they're having a state of play with new PS5, and they're showing off PS2 VR or PSVR 2 stuff as well. So
that'd be pretty amazing if they had PS2 VR. I'd buy that.
PS2 VR? Yeah, that would be awesome,
like,
right?
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank VR. Pretty good.
So next week we'll try to do this next week, and we'll have some massive updates coming out of there. Fingers crossed.
So let's do some predictions.
Oh, okay.
Let's do some predictions. Serious one and a fun one.
Serious one and a fun one? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to see 2 collections announced tomorrow. This is my serious one.
Okay.
I think we're going to see the Metroid collection. And I think we're going to see a Zelda collection. They're going to port the HD remakes from the Wii U. Put those together in a game a la Mario All-Stars. Like, call it Zelda All-Stars or something.
Yeah.
Right?
I can't type quietly anymore.
Yeah.
Just quietly typing away here, trying to...
So, yeah, that's my serious one.
Nice.
And my fun one, Oh, I know, because I was joking about it with you guys earlier. We see Pilot Wings and Wave Racer.
Oh, okay.
New games announced.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you, what do you think the chance? I was gonna say my fun one was gonna be the Switch Pro or Switch 2 finally gets announced.
Yeah.
What do you think the chances of that are?
Oh, you know what? I think yes.
Yeah?
I honestly think, I wasn't thinking of it before, but I think they're just at that stage now. I mean, they've done the OLED, they've done the light. They are so far behind right now. Like, they've always been a generation back with the hard, but this is just, the games are just looking bad now on them.
Yeah,
unless it's
like,
a straight based.
They're really trying to push these games, and they're just like, like even that, like, already from almost 2 years ago, in Hyrule Warriors, the
Yep.
Age of Calamity. Like some of those massive like spells you put off, that game seriously drops to like 5 frames a second.
Yeah,
It
the
just
single digit frame rates. Yeah.
it just brings it to a screeching halt. So what's your series for tomorrow?
All right. One of two things here. They either talk about the new Metroid Prime, which,
Mm-hmm.
or an official release date for Breath of the Wild 2. Right now it says spring, but
Right.
I bet it's you get an actual release date.
Okay.
And my fun one, we were talking about this earlier, Nintendo buys Sega.
Yes. I just need that to happen so I get like that
Yeah.
prediction from the prediction show.
You got 3 months for it, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, you know what else I think we'll see tomorrow? I think we'll see a new release date for Advance Wars
okay.
because they pushed it out because it was due to
Right.
release the week that the Ukraine invasion
Mhm.
happened, and they felt the timing was not was not great for that.
Sure,
So,
sure.
um,
And possibly Game Boy on the Nintendo Switch
oh yeah,
Online.
right.
Uh, I don't see. They release something for that once every 6 years, so I don't
Yeah,
know if that's a. But why not?
it could happen. Could happen.
Maybe CDI. You'll start seeing a best of CDI classic, the best of Hotel Mario, and
Oh my goodness, could you imagine?
those Legend of Zelda, the Faces of Evil, or whatever those games were called. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. You got Night Trap. Why not get those?
Right? Uh, so for the Sony state of play, man, I don't even know. Like, they're gonna show some God of War
Yeah,
gameplay, right?
that's the gimme in the case. Yeah,
Like, there's gonna be some God of War gameplay shown. Because I mean that game's coming out in still apparently in November.
hmm.
So,
Oh, sure.
maybe we'll get some better time frames for like Spider-Man 2 and or maybe Wolverine or something. I don't know. Uh, I don't even know what my out there one would be.
They announced they're getting 50 new PlayStation 5s that will be available for purchase. Maybe even 75.
You have anything for Sony?
Uh, boy, I mean, the gimme is his God of War, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of like a PlayStation exclusive franchise. Like we just got a Ratchet and Clank game, so that maybe a new Jax game. There you go,
Ooh. Okay.
or Jack, I guess.
Okay.
And the out there one, Sony buys Sega.
Sony
There you
by
go.
Sega. Awesome. Um,
Somebody's buying Sega right
someone's
away.
buying Sega.
Yep.
Well, since I've done a lot of talking, I'll let you go first here on the what we've been playing, Rob.
Sure.
And I'm actually really intrigued to hear about the first game on your list here, if that's where you're going to start.
No, I'll start at the third. No, the first game I got here, I played on a. I was just looking for something to play upstairs with the kids, so they could watch, and that rules out about 95% of the games on Game Pass. But I found one called Tinykin. It was actually released from the people who did "Come with Me If You Want to." Oh, was it? Is it "Come with Me If You Want to Live"? That like indie. It was like an indie game where you were going back in time. It was like a fun little
Oh,
shooter platformy. Yeah, it was a
okay.
really fun game, but basically it's like Pikmin, but
I just heard about this today, so that's why I'm like,
yeah,
Pikmin? Hmm?
it's a lot like Pikmin. It's like a 3D platformer with Pikmin style stuff, and you're a guy who's discovered recently that humans are on a different planet at this point, so it's way in the future. You've discovered that humans didn't originate on whatever planet you're on.
Oh.
So you go back in time and across space to well, I don't know if you go back in time, but you go across space to this planet that humans originated on, which we're all assuming is Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's four little cute little they're not Pikmin, but whatever the game's version is,
Yeah. Tinykin.
Tinykin, I guess. And yeah, it's a really like the story's really interesting. Like the gameplay is a lot of fun. It's not quite as from what I've seen people play Pikmin, it's a little more Pikmin's a little more adultish as opposed to this. This is very much
Oh, okay.
um
So you mean you
it,
don't throw your Tinykins at monsters and half of them get eaten by the monster while the other half are fighting, kind of
yeah,
thing?
no, it's there's actually so far no monsters.
Okay. Okay.
It's all puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
So and a lot of bugs. So it's a
Okay.
great game. It's on Game Pass right now. So wholeheartedly recommend it.
I downloaded it tonight.
The next one I tried was speaking of mobile games, because everyone's got a cell phone, right?
Oh yeah.
Octopath Traveler, Champions of the Continent. I wanted to see this game because I was a big Octopath Traveler fan,
Yeah. Yeah.
but played like 180 hours, which got me like halfway through the game. Uh, it's good. It's done really well for a phone interface. I haven't hit too much freemium type crap yet. I
Is
don't
it a
know if
free to
there's going to
play?
be. It's free to play. Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Um, so will there be some freemium crap? I'm sure there will be.
Mm-hmm.
Square likes that freemium money, but so far been pretty good. And the last one, I did the unboxing on my collector's set for this, but TMNT, the Cowabunga collection.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun. Like having save states in some of these games has been just amazing. Like save states in the 8-bit Nintendo version.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yes, yes, please.
So I heard there's
All
a
those.
version too that you can turn on while you're playing a game where the computer will just start playing the character.
Really?
Yeah, like a replay that you can turn on while you like. So if you're stuck at a part, you can turn the replay on and it'll. Because I heard it. I heard it
Okay.
specific. I heard it specifically with that underwater level. Like if you were getting sick of
Uh,
trying to get through the underwater level, you could turn on and just let the computer go at it.
yeah, yeah. Well, I know I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
It's how in certain parts of a game or certain games where everyone says it's so terribly difficult and it's like you never quite got it.
Yeah.
I never got people having trouble with the underwater scene. Like it clicked with me at a young age, and I just have it like in my head.
Right. Right.
Um, there's lots of other parts of that game that are just totally unfair, but the water scene was never the big thing. But I mean, like the arcade games, having those is amazing.
Yeah.
Seeing some of the Game Boy games that I never had a Game Boy growing up, that was those are actually pretty neat. Being able to see, and then being able to see the screen on them too. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'd forgotten there was a Genesis game, the Manhattan
The
Project. There,
Manhattan Project. Right.
yeah. So many games. There's collectibles up the wazoo, like um, commercials and advertisements from the
Oh.
games, and just really well put together thing. And honestly, the Cowabunga collection is just like the collector's edition, which I won. I didn't buy. It's like the art book is like amazing. It's really cool.
Yeah. Really a turtle fan's perfect.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just the arcade game by itself is pretty amazing.
And
So
ha- have you noticed if it supports online play? I haven't picked up the collection yet, but
I think it does have online
co-op.
cooperative. Yeah,
Oh yeah, maybe we should play some of the arcade there one night.
Did you pick it up, or?
No, I haven't picked it up yet.
Damn it, Ryan. Yeah, no, 1 to 4. I guess 1 to 4 online. That's what that little icon means.
Mm-hmm.
I can't read it. It's too tiny. I'm at the age now where I need to take pictures of things and zoom into them.
Uh-huh. I hear
Yeah.
you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Well, awesome.
That's what I've been playing. What you been playing? What's going on over there?
Well, 2 weeks ago now, they had the Splatoon 3 like Splatfest event, which was basically which was basically you could download it for free, and it was like a stress test, I think, for the servers and everything for Splatoon 3. And oh man, the game just came out this past Friday, and I'm pretty hyped to get playing it again here. A lot of good quality of life improvements. The biggest one that I noticed right off the bat. So you could join a lobby with your friends and start a game, but you weren't guaranteed to be on the same team. So last winter, me, my wife, and my kid played a ton of Splatoon 2. Like, we just whole days wasted to just playing Splatoon 2. But that was the thing, like, we would be in the same game, but, you know, sometimes I would be on one team and, you know, the wife and kid would be on the other. Or it was very rare that all three of us ended up on the same team. But they fixed this, and they will actually try and put you in as a team now in the game. And also, at the end of a match, even if you're just playing single player and you like the guys you're playing with, you can basically say, I want to go into a lobby with this guy. And it'll throw you into that lobby with them, and then you two can keep playing for as long as you want. So that's huge. There's some good new weapons. They introduced the bow. There's like an ink bow now, and of course there's some. It looks like they've moved around all the super abilities on your guns, because none of the old ones seem to be where they were before, and there's some new ones too. So yeah, it's. I actually just read today that they sold like 3.75 million copies in Japan over the weekend.
Wow.
Of Splatoon 3. So that's better selling than even Animal Crossing was. So people are into it, and it's a lot of fun.
Right on.
I finally picked up Terminator Resistance. I've had that on my wish list forever. It just looked like a cool game. Like, you know, it happens in the future, and you're part of the Resistance. Surprise, surprise. And I've put a couple hours into it. I didn't even think about it when I bought it, but it turns out it's a first person shooter adventure game.
Okay.
And if there's anything that's gonna throw me off of this game, it's gonna be that. So far, it's fine. The adventuring part has been pretty simplistic, I guess I'll use as the word. But yeah, I mean it's definitely not a AAA title, but they've put a lot of love into it, and so you can look past a lot with it.
Sure.
But it's playable. The action's good so far. Story's good. So I'm going to keep playing it for a bit. Maybe I'll have some more updates on that. So I picked up a game on the Switch. It was on sale dirt cheap, and it had something I love right in the title. So I just blind bought it. Faith and Shield Tower Defense, another tower defense game.
Right.
So I picked it up.
Played many of these.
I friggin' love them. I love tower defense games. And I was like, oh, you know what? It was like $1 or $2 on the Switch. If it sucks, oh, so be it. So I downloaded. I go to start playing it, and I can't do anything. I'm like, what is happening? Like, I'm pushing all the buttons on the Joy-Cons. I'm doing everything I can. Nothing's happening. Nothing. So then I go reading, and I'm like, is this game a dud? Because you can use the Joy-Con to get to start the level,
Mm-hmm.
but once you're in the level, you can't do a thing. So I go see if I can find some help online, and don't really find anything. And then it strikes me that I'm like, wait a second. Wait 1 second. Boop.
I was going to say, it's a phone game, right?
It's a touchscreen only game.
Yeah.
So I played it for about 5 minutes, and I was like, this is dumb. I don't want this. So I was just so frustrated at that point. So I might have to go back and check it out, maybe give it a better chance. But so far, I'm like, touch screen, come on. Touch screen only, come on.
Yeah. It's a port of a phone game.
Yeah.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah. And speaking of phone games, I just so if you have a Netflix subscription, you have access to Netflix's gaming library. It's not anything extra. It's included.
Yeah.
And the only way you can really look at it is if you look at Netflix on your phone, and they have like a game category. And I remember hearing about this months ago, but Into the Breach, they bought the company that made Into the Breach, and put it up on Netflix gaming there. And so I've been playing that. It's the turn-based strategy game, but this version apparently has more levels and stuff. It's like like a deluxe version of the game. So I've actually been having a lot of fun with that. But I just wanted to point that out. Like, this is a great game, and if you have a Netflix subscription, just log in on your phone and just check out all the stuff. Like, there's probably 20 games in there now. A lot of them, not my cup of tea, but you know what? If you're looking for a new game to try, just go check that out. Or check out Into the Breach. Turn-based strategy. It's good stuff. Turn-based strategy roguelite. How about that? Tack that extra word on there. So
all right.
That's all I've been playing, Rob.
The Netflix of gaming.
The Netflix of gaming, Netflix games.
Anything making you grumpy?
Not gaming related.
Yep. That could be 2022 in a nutshell, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, let's close it up then.
Take us home then, Rob.
All right. Well, you've been watching or listening to the Grumpy Old Gamers podcast. You can't teach an old gamer new tricks. Brought to you today by the letter Q and by Stadia. We're not sponsored by Stadia.
We are not sponsored by Stadia.
We should be, though.
You take that back.
I might be the only one who still occasionally uses it. They now have game demos, by the way. You can download game trials.
Oh, I heard about that.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a feature that no one cares about. It would have been really cool 2.5 years ago when they were trying to promote the damn thing.
Yeah, right.
Doing it at this point is just kind of like throw everything at the wall.
Yeah, see what sticks. For the love of God.
Appease the 13 people still using this. So speaking of 13 people, thank you to all of you who are listening to the show. And if you want to catch more of what we do, you can. We have the whole backlog of, I don't remember what show we're on. Show 121 right now, so you can watch the other 120 in a row on your favorite, whatever your favorite podcast host is, Spotify, Apple, Podcast, Google Podcast. We're on all of them. Check it out. You can check us out on the YouTube page where we get copyright stricken on pretty much every video Ryan puts up, which is okay because we don't make money anyway. Joke.
Yeah.
You can check out on we have a webpage that's got a whole bunch of reviews of all sorts of strange, wacky, zany video game related stuff. We had a fitness part in there too, where it's like fitness and video gaming, which is something that definitely need to get back at here. And yeah, but most of our activities on the Facebook page. Just look for Grumpy Old Gamers. We're there sharing news and stories and video game memes. Just trying to brighten up your day just a little. Just a little.
Absolutely.
So thank you again for watching. And catch us next time when we talk about the amazing Nintendo Direct and Sony Direct, whatever they come up with tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have a great night, everyone. Take care. And we'll see you next time.